checked in for Utah. The Thunder's gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third.
Now you're making a YouTube video for broadcast. The broadcast is not great. That's kind of stupid.
And it's Cantor in at the center, filling out the middle.
Okay, so my Wi-Fi's not working. Probably I could watch broadcast. That should do it. Okay. Log into YouTube. Oh man, my YouTube's not working so good.
And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. And now a 10-point Thunder lead.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You gotta keep getting him touches.
Ellis with a screen on Waiters. Stolen by Waiters. Rebounded by the Jazz. Hood's got his third rebound tonight. Utah's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. But they recover it. And here's Ellis for 3. The offensive rebound. Favors. Tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer. He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
That's it, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Ellis. Westbrook kicks to Waiters. Ellis on the double team. And the rejection by Favors.
Yeah, a little bit of cotton mouth here. Dry spell for sure.
For 3, Ellis. Ellis can't get that one to fall either. The Thunder leading by 8. Waiters passes to Westbrook. Waiters gets a wide open look with nobody on him. He buries the jumper. Waiters got 10 points in the game. From deep. But they'll get another chance.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball.
Ellis can't get it to go.
He's frigid from 3. I don't know what's worse, that he can't hit anything from out there, or that he keeps on trying to.
Good.
And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
And that's been their focus, it seems, throughout the game. I like the discipline that they've showed in terms of creating opportunities on the inside.
And the Jazz with some changes. Jeff Withy, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. There's 14 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Good. It's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
The forwards are Hayward and Favors. Get out there with Ellis. And it's Gobert into the foul. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Westbrook kicks to Durant. He dishes it to Westbrook. Dishes it to Cantor. Here's Waiters. Missed. And so it's Utah who scraped by with a win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, it appeared to me as though the fans gave them the emotion.
Present our Jordan player.
There's a lot on YouTube then.
Derek Favors. He's racked up a double-double with points and rebounds tonight.
Why do you keep inviting me?
particular reason your shots weren't falling tonight?
Man, I couldn't get anything to go down. I don't know. I feel like I let my teammates and especially the fans down. And that's not something that sits well with me. So, expect to see me in the practice gym on my next off day.
Was this game a little too close for comfort?
Well, you never want games to be that close if you can help it. But the important thing here is that we came out with the W. Sure, we didn't execute exactly the way we wanted to, but we got it done in the end. And that's all that matters to me.
How is your relationship?
It's good. They're like the gasoline that keeps this team's engine running, you know? And I think it's really important that someone in my position maintains a good relationship with them and be accessible in public and do things ever so often. I guess you could say I'm a fan of the fans, you know? Yeah, no? Nobody? All right, next.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, I'm Ernie Johnson, and trick-or-treating door-to-door with me tonight are Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Happy Halloween, everybody.
Trick-or-treat, need something good to eat.
Tonight we'll be watching the Utah Jazz playing against the Houston Rockets. And for Houston, this is a team they played pretty well against last season, going 3-1. They'll look to keep that edge tonight. And the ghouls and goblins are out as we're hosting here on Halloween night. That is very scary, Shaq. I see you decided not to dress for the occasion.
Well, when you're 7 feet and as sexy as I am, you don't need a costume. Plus, I took my kids trick-or-treating before I came here. Honey, father duties.
Wow. I just...
Now let's get it all in perspective.
What's up, man? Good to see you. How's the family? Is she good? Yeah, she's good. They're all good. Nice knowing you have family to have your back all the time.
I'm sure. Got to keep that support system in place. Make a big difference over a long season. Good luck tonight, man.
Thanks, man. Hey, you know we're taking this one, right?
Not a chance, Free.
We're wearing our costumes, we hope you are too. Happy Halloween as 2K Sports presents the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside group substitution here. Capella's checked in. Brewer comes in for Montiunas. Cannony's checked in for James Harden. And it's Brooks in for Patrick Beverly. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Withy's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Burks comes in for Gordon Hayward. Exum, he's checked in for Hood. And it's Ellis in for Sheldon Mack. So on the floor for Utah, Ellis in at point guard. Withy is out there with Favors. Then it's Exum, and it's Burks in at the 3 slot. Cannon kicks to Ariza. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Here's Ellis. He had 16 points in the win against Oklahoma City. The pass to Burks. Favors with the screen. Ellis outside. Bangs home the trifecta. Ellis has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Last outing for Houston, it was a loss to the Wizards in Washington.
And I don't care how much you grind it out defensively. When you shoot it that poorly, you're going to struggle to win games.
Well, it's not only going to be a struggle, it's going to be virtually impossible if you shoot as poorly as they did.
Jazz leading by 4. Pass to Withy. Brooks against Ellis. Kicks to Exum. Ellis outside. This one for 3. No good. And it's Houston the other way. And it's the Rockets on the break. Cannon can't hit.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Burks' shot is good.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
And the foul called on Freak. The big group substitution here. Dwight Howard's checked in for Capella. Montiunas comes in for Trevor Ariza. James Harden, he's checked in for Corey Brewer. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Aaron Brooks. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Gobert, he's checked in for Favors. Hayward comes in for Burks. Sheldon Mack's checked in for Exum. And it's Ellis in for Trey Burke. Montiunas and Howard the post pair. Patrick Beverly out there with Cannon. And it's Harden in at the 3. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Screen by Howard. Cannon kicks to Beverly. Fires for 3. Gobert pulls it in. Utah has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Ellis outside. The feed to Hayward. Back to Ellis. Hayward on the wing. Defended by Beverly. Just 3 to shoot. Ellis can't get it to go. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a 3-point play. For Houston, they have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
Well, James Harden has simply been getting it done. He's got 8 points, and he hasn't forgotten to get his teammates involved either.
And he's conscious, I think, Clark, of good ball movement. It needs to be a part of their game plan throughout.
That doesn't go either for Ellis.
Not sure why he keeps trying his love for deep here. It's just not his night.
Everly with the ball. Picked up by Ellis. For the 3. Utah with the rebound. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And in that game, guys, they were just about as dominant defensively on the interior as you could ever be.
And once they got a few rejections, they had opposing scorers looking for those long arms and hands. And it caused hesitation in taking shots in.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put a hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Here's Here's Beverly, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. The Rockets have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. 2 shots. That's good from Beverly. And he makes the first but misses the second. Jazz have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. For 3, Ellis. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got 4 assists in the game. The Rockets trail. Beverly with the ball. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Wizards in Washington.
And also, his assist total tells you about the job he did of keeping his head up and keeping his teammates involved.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Jazz.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And also, how about how well they defended the rim? Not just blocking shots, but also altering them here in this first half.
Ellis kicks to Hayward. Tries a 3. Ellis can't get it to go. Rockets trail by 3. Here's Cannon. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Cannon's got his second bucket of the night.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
A chance here to check out how the Rockets ranked in the NBA last season. First in blocks, first and second, third in getting on the glass. This is a glass eating. They take their rebounding seriously.
And that block shot ranking, really something to highlight. Their ability to contest and deny shots around the rim was a tremendous asset defensively.
Now Hayward. He had 22 points in the win against Oklahoma City.
And he also made his presence felt on the defensive side as well. 3 block shots were registered in that game.
Here in the quarter. Here's Ellis. 10 points for him. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ellis.
And let's take a quick look now at some stats for Patrick Beverly. How he did last season. He was around 9 points per last year. 6 assists and 3 rebounds. And you like what he brings backing up the point guard.
No doubt. I mean, he knows how to run this offense. And that's always valuable coming off the bench.
Harden with a screen on Ellis. Clock at 6. Off the screen. Harden, no good.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Ellis kicks to Mack. From deep three-point range, Ellis can't get it to go. Houston in the lead. It's Harden with the drive. Cannon. The rebound by Withey. Withey's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Ellis with it. And it's Harden picking him up. Stolen by Beverly. And the foul called on Freak. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
On defense, Utah. Howard draws the double to the paint. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Dishes it to Mack. Back to Ellis. Just 5 to shoot. Stolen by Beverly. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. Here's Harden. Goes back up. And Howard with the lane. Howard's got his first bucket in this one. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Rockets.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
You know, another thing they've done well, guys, this first half is challenge shooters and change shots. A bunch of block shots early.
Feeds to Beverly. The three. That's another one for him. His fifth in just 7 shots.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Beverly against Ellis. Gobert the screen. Hayward kicks to Ellis. Shot clock at 6. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Hayward passes to Ellis. And the shot is long.
Yeah, the offense seems completely in disarray.
Exactly. But at the other end, it's one bucket after the other. This run is getting out of hand right now.
In the corner, it's Hayward. Here's the dish to Ellis. Here's Mack, covered by Morty-Eunice. Ellis kicks to Hayward. To stop the drought. It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut down now to just 6 on the basket from Ellis.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Harden with a screen on Ellis. Beverly dishes to Harden. Here's Howard, and that one is hammered home.
And a few more points tacked on to their lead and in the cruelest way possible.
You're right. Yeah. Those putback jams sting, don't they? My goodness.
Yeah, they really hurt you. I mean, the defense forces a miss and then can't rebound it and finish off the defense. They're hanging their heads in their chest now.
Here's Cannon. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
1:51 left in the first half of basketball. Ellis wide open. Ellis can't get that one to fall either.
Kevin, I tell you, his three-point shot has looked awful here in the second quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of his slump, but he needs to give it a rest and try something else.
Here's Beverly. Cannot hit. So Utah will take it the other way. They host the 76ers after this game. That game is that jam. Beautiful.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play.
He is yet to get into the flow of this game. His teammates have done their part, but they need him to pick his game up.
And here's Ellis for 3. Again, the miss by Ellis. And here are the Rockets now. They're on a 13-4 run. Over to the left wing. Morty-Eunice, a screen on Ellis. Beverly, the pass to Cannon. Nailed from three-point land. Cannon's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's not going to miss many of those, if any. Not when he's got that much room.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Here's Withy, covered by Morty-Eunice. Fades and shoots. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it. Here's Harden and Hayward with the block. Now here's Ellis. The shot is off. And so that's the end of the first half. Rockets on top, up 9. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?